Hey guys, we're here for a set breakdown. We got the 1991 Topps here. I'll do the Topps traded in a separate video. I go card by card with that set. But this, I'll just show you the guys who you can get TTM for free through the mail. And these are guys who have a track record of success or are currently signing right now. And these are the guys who charge. I'll go through who charges what price so yeah, there's 206 free cards, or not free, but TTM for free that have a good track record, and there's 111 paid here. That's pretty good. I think this is a pretty good setup here. Some of the older sets, it seems like it's about 50-50 almost. So 206 free and 111 paid. That's I think that's a pretty good set. Let's just go ahead and do the free first, and I'll explain if they're like very, very good, or if you have to long wait, or you have to do all that stuff. Let's push this down a little bit here. All right, we got Jim Acker, Ken Anderson, Eric Anthony, Brad Arnsberg. All these guys are very good. Paul Osemacher. Steve Aboni is 1 per submission. Jeff Ballard's very good. Bill Bath, Jay Bell, Mike Bilecki, Tim Burtsis, Sean Bosky, Phil Bradley, Greg Brock. Tom Brookins, you probably have to wait a little while. He tends to be a little slower to get them back. Jerry Brown. There we go. Steve Buechele. He usually waits till the end of the season, and he signs them all. That's what he did last year. He's a Texas Ranger color commentator, I believe. Brett Butler takes quite a while to get him back. I think it's about a year wait. Same with Greg Cadaret. Casey Candell. Don Carmen. Chris Carpenter. Chuck Carey is hit or miss, but there's been some successes lately. Larry Cassian. Rick Cerrone, he is 1 per submission. Pat Combs, Scott Coolball, Steve Crawford, Chuck Krim is hit or miss. But, Ron Darling, I believe he kind of signs. I think it's what are the Mets? The Mets TV network. I'm not from the New York area, so I think he does something with that. And at the end of the year, kind of late in the year, he signs some stuff. So just keep an eye on him when he signs. Danny Darwin's very good. Doug DeCenzo, Jack Doherty, Lance Dixon, Frank DePino, Mike Dunn, Tom Edens, Wayne Edwards, Mark Eichhorn, Steve Farr. Sid Fernandez has been very good lately. Mike Fitzgerald's hit or miss. Scott Fletcher, Tony Fossis, Willie Frazier, Greg Gagne, Ron Gantz, great. Wes Gardner, Jerry Gleaton, Juan Gonzalez, very good, but you have to wait quite a while to get him. Jim Gott, Joe Gray, Jeff Gray, Gary Green, Tom Green, Lee Guterman, Eric Hansen, Mike Harkey, Pete Harnish. It's hit or miss. He's not really an established TTM guy that's really consistently sends out, but he has had some successes recently, so we'll see. Greg Harris, we got both of them here. Laney Harris, Mike Hartley, Brian Harvey, Billy Hatcher. He's kind of 1 per, but I don't know. He goes in spurts, and he doesn't really go back and sign the ones that were sent to him in between spurts. So it's you just got to catch him at the right time. There's a few guys like that. Dwayne Henry, Xavier Hernandez, Joe Hesketh, Greg Hibbard, Chris Hoyles is very good. Rick Honeycutt, Charlie Huff is the GOAT. Art Howe, Jay Howell, Rex Hudler, Jeff Hewson. That's Gold Cup. I love those. Pete Cavaglia, he did sign a little bit last year. You guys got to find out where he manages in the minor leagues. And I sent to him last year, but I didn't get a return. So you just kind of have to get him right when he's actively signing, I guess. Darren Jackson. All right, Brooke Jacoby. Let's there. Okay. Deion James, Dave Johnson. That's not the manager, Davey Johnson. Jeff Kaiser. Tom Kelly. I believe he does 1 or 2 per submission. I kind of forget how I got him last year. I think it might have been 2. Terry Kennedy. Dana Kiker. Eric King. I don't know why this isn't focusing very well. Jeff King. Mike Kingery. Bob Kipper is very good. Same with Ron Kittle. Bill Kruger. Jeff Kunkel. Dennis Lamp. Les Lancaster. Bill Landrum. Dave LaPointe. Tony Lusa is kind of 1 per. I got him last year at the White Sox address. I think he's still with the team. They had a little bit of a change over there, but Mark Lee. Jim Leland isn't currently signing right now, but kind of keep an eye on people getting successes from him. I think he got bombarded last year, so he just kind of like shut off mail on that address. So he probably opened up a P.O. box or something. So Nick Leva, Mike Lieberthal's hit or miss, but he does sign. Greg Linton, Bill Long, Mike McFarland, Jeff Manto, Paul Merrick, Mike Marshall, Dave Martinez. He's hit or miss. I sent off to him, I think like April of last year. I haven't got it back. So I don't know if he waits till like spring training or something, but Odeby McDowell, Andy McGaffigan, Tim McIntosh, Brian McRae, Stump Merrill, Hensley Mullins, Gary Milkey, Bob Malacki, Keith Miller, Mickey Morandini, Joe Morgan. He's getting way up there, so if you want a Joe Morgan autograph, you better send to him because I think he's well over 90 at this point. I think John Moses, Tim Nearing, Charles Nagy, Jamie Navarro. I just got him back recently. Junior Noboa, Pete O'Brien, John Olerud. Usually sends about 2 per submission, but kind of have to wait a while sometimes for him as well. Joe Oliver, Greg Olson. Greg Olson, the reliever, has started signing kind of like some of the backlog. I think he is a pitching coach at Auburn University, I believe. So Jesse Orozco, John Orton, Don Paul, Mark Parent, Clay Parker, Rick Parker, Dan Pasqua, Bob Patterson, Ken Patterson, Gary Pettis is kind of hit or miss, seems like lately. Very, very long waits. Ted Power. I think Ted Power is 2 or 3 per submission. I forget what Jamie Quirk's kind of a new guy as far as sending stuff out and getting it back. We'll see how long it lasts. Doug Rader, Dennis Rasmussen, Johnny Ray, Jeff Reed, Rick Ruschel, Carl Tuffy Rhodes, Jeff Riddick, Don Robinson, Jeff Robinson. This is, I think it's Jeff D. Robinson. I think Jeff M. is the one that passed away. Bob Rogers, Dave Rohde, Scott Ruskin, John Russell's kind of hit or miss. Chris Sabo is like Billy Hatcher as far as like he goes in spurts and kind of like the ones he gets in the mail around the time when he signs, and then he doesn't go back and sign a bunch of stuff that's been sent to him. So it's FYI. Luis Salazar, Bill Sampin, Mackie Sasser, Jack Savage, Jeff Schaefer, Dave Schmidt, Mike Schooler, Bill Schroeder, Steve Searcy is a very good signer. Larry Sheets has been signing some stuff recently. Oh, oops. Little Jenga over here has fell down. Mike Sims. Joel Skinner has been very good the last year or so. Bryn Smith's very good. Pete Smith as well. Roy Smith. Zane Smith. Corey Snyder has a history of being very, very good, but he hasn't really had a success in almost a year at this point. So we'll see. He may have just plumb quit. I don't know. Bill Spears, Mike Stanley, Phil Stevenson, Lee Stevens, Kurt Stillwell, Todd Stottlemyer's kind of hit or miss, but he does go back and sign some of the stuff that's been sent to him. I've seen well over a year returns. So Franklin Stubbs. BJ Surhoff, I'd put him in the same boat as like Chris Sabo, Bill Swift, Frank Tanana. I think he's 3 per submission. Kevin Tapani, Walt Terrell, Scott Terry, Mickey Tetleton. Find out where he manages in the minors, and he had some successes last year, so I don't know if he's still at the same place or not. I'd do some research before sending to that address. Bob Tewksbury, Jeff Treadway, Tom Treblehorn, Bobby Valentine, I think he's like 1 per submission. Jim Vatcher, Omar Vizquel. I'm not sure if he's still signing, but he kind of got hammered like in the summer or so, and he's been kind of inconsistent since. Dave Walsh, John Wathins, usually a long wait. Colby Ward, Gary Wayne, Bill Wegman, Eddie Whitson. He's kind of the same boat as Corey Snyder. Very good, historically a good signer, but hasn't had a success in about almost a year at this point. Ernie Witt, Mark Williamson, Frank Wills, Trevor Wilson, Marvel Wynn, Gerald Young, Matt Young, and Todd Zill's another one of those. You have to wait a long time. So, all right, let's go to the guys who charge, and I'll tell you at least where you have to pay through. Some of the prices through a company called Pass Pros, it's a little hard to tell because they add like a Pass Pro fee on top of it, but I'll give you a ballpark of what I believe they charge here. So let's go with Jack Armstrong. He charges $5. Steve Avery's through Pass Pros, I believe it's $25 plus some extra fees. Wally Backman's through Pass Pros, I think it's somewhere between $10 and $15 per card. Harold Baines is $20. Jesse Barfield is $15. Kevin Bass is $5. Juan Behringer is $5. Bert Blyleven is $20. Mike Boddicker is $5. Wade Boggs is $10. That's kind of a cool card there. Darryl Boston is $15. Oil Can Boyd is $5. Sid Bream is $1 per card. Tom Berdansky's through Pass Pros, I believe it's $15, around there. Ellis Burks as well. I think Ellis Burks is $20, around there. John Candelaria is $15. Jose Canseco is $15. Mark Carrion is $5. Jack Clark, I believe it's $12. Will Clark is $20. Roger Clemens is $100. Vince Coleman is $20. David Cohn is $50. Dennis Cook is $5. Harry Cotto is $5. Andre Dawson is $10. Rick Dempsey, it's like $3 to $5. I've seen some people get free returns as well, so just I don't know, just throw him a couple bucks, I guess. Mike Devereaux, he's through Pass Pros. I'm not sure what he charges. Rob Busey's $5. Dennis Eckersley is $10. Jim Eisenreich is $5. Kevin Elster is $3. Cecil Fielder raised his price to $10 per card. Carlton Fisk is $50. All right, and we got Jim Gantner is $5. Jose Gonzalez, I believe, is $15 through JD Promotions. Doc Gooden is $20. Kelly Gruber is like $3 to $5 per card. I think as long as you put $5 in it, he'll sign a few cards for you. Jeff Hamilton's $15 through JD Promotions. Chris Hammond is $1. Reggie Harris is $10. We got Ron Hassey is $10. Mickey Hatcher is $15 through JD Promotions. Vaughn Hayes is $5. Mike Heath is $10. Neil Heaton is $5. Mike Henneman is $10. Tom Herr is $5. Teddy Higuera is $10. Ken Hill is $3. Dave Hollins is $10. Jack Howell is $10. Kent Herbeck is $5. Bruce Hurst is due Pass Pros, but I think it's over $50. So Danny Jackson, he's $10. Greg Jeffries is $10. Steve Jeltz is $10. Howard Johnson is $10. Wally Joyner's $15. David Justice is due Pass Pros, I believe it's $40. Jimmy Key is $5. Charlie Lebron is $5. Jose Lind is $1. Kurt Manwaring is to Pass Pros. I'm not sure what his price range is because he hasn't really I haven't really seen any successes through Pass Pros from him for a while, so just FYI. Denny Martinez is 5. Jack McDowell is 5 as well. Kevin McDonald's is $5. Paul Muller is 20. Jamie Moyer is $25. Del Murphy is $25. Junior Ortiz is 5. Alosuna is 5. Rafael Palmeiro is 20. Dave Parker raised his price because he's newly going to be inducted in the Hall of Fame this summer. It's through Pass Pros. I believe it's 50 plus fees. Lance Parrish is 15. Alejandro Pena is $3. Lou Piniella is 5. Eric Plunk is 5. Jeff Reardon is $10. Gary Redis is $5. Bip Roberts is through Pass Pros. I believe he's 30. Jeff Russell is through Pass Pros. It's $10. Nolan Ryan is $75. All right, we got this last little bit here. Brett Seberhagen is $10. Ryan Sandberg is $10. There's a couple cards of him. Oh yeah, it's a record breaker too. What's this, like errorless streak or something? Yeah. Steve Sachs is $5. Ruben Sierra is $10. Lee Smith is $30. Luis Soho is $15. Danny Tartavel is $2. Gary Templeton's to Pass Pros, I believe it's $25. Dickie Thon, I believe that's to Pass Pros. I think he's $13 per card with the fees. Indy Van Slyke's to Pass Pros, but I think it's like $25 or more. Greg Vaughn is to Pass Pros, but I'm not sure what the price is on him. Frank Viola is $5. Larry Walker is $25. Lou Whitaker is $25. Devin Weiss to Pass Pros, I believe he's $25 to $30, I believe. Frank White is newly through Pass Pros. I believe it's $15, somewhere around there. Steve Wilson is $5. Willie Wilson is $5, and Herm Winningham is $5. All right, so yeah, I hope it gives you a good idea of who you'd like to send if you're kind of trying to complete this set. How much it'll cost you to do certain guys. So I hope, and if at the very least, I think it might give some people some ideas of just who to sign, period. It's like, oh, I forgot he signs or whatever. So, yeah, so I'll be posting the 91 tops traded here. I believe, well, it depends when I post this, but it'll be up later this week. It might even be up the next day. So please keep your eye out on that. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. Some guys from this set you're going to target. And yeah, so I'll see you for the 91 tops traded set breakdown. Thanks for watching.